Hi there, my name is Saria, and this is an event submission video for Super Dodgeball Brawlers. Super Dodgeball Brawlers is a 2008 Kunio-kun sports game for the Nintendo DS, one of Arc System Works' first Kunio projects. It is a part of the Super Dodgeball series, whose most popular entry in the West might be the NES classic, simply titled Super Dodgeball. Super Dodgeball Brawlers carries on the same basic premise that the original title established. Whack your opponents with a dodgeball over and over until they can't dodgeball no more. The player controls one of 4 main players on the left side of a dodgeball pitch, using a variety of different throws, including dramatic super shots, to damage the 4 main opponents on the other side. Behind the main players are 3 auxiliary players who can either chuck relatively weak surprise shots at their nearby foes or simply pass the ball back to their teammates on the field. This DS title features a main tournament mode, a versus mode, a free-for-all brawl mode very reminiscent of the NES title's beanball mode, and, my favorite part, a locker room where the player can create their own teams, customizing every single player right down to the faces, hairstyles, uniforms, stats, and super shots. In this video, we will be exploring speedruns of the tournament mode, using carefully constructed teams designed specifically to complete each match as quickly as possible. So, let's take a look at 2 different speedrun categories for the main tournament mode using my custom speedrunning team, any % easy and 100% hard. Speedrunning event estimates for these categories should safely sit at 12 minutes and 17 minutes respectively. For the entire titular main tournament of the tournament mode, we can address the 2 categories as one, because both categories must complete all 9 rounds of the tourney, from round 1 against Hanazono High School to the final against Team USA. These 2 rounds are the only ones guaranteed to put the player against the same team every single time. Rounds 2 and 3 choose the player's opponent team from a set pool of random teams, then rounds 4 through 6 choose from a different pool, then round 7 and the semifinal choose from a pool of only 3 of the stronger teams in the game. As is customary for a Kunio game, completing this game as quickly as possible involves a lot of luck in happening to run into enemy teams with low defensive stats, allowing them to be quickly dispatched by the player's shots. But it's not that simple. In Super Dodgeball Brawlers, the enemy AI target is fairly likely to catch, duck beneath, or jump over the player's shots. This becomes even more likely to befall certain super shots, as the AI is programmed to have an easier time foiling some supers compared to others. That's why I have constructed a custom team where every single field player possesses the best known super shots for overwhelming the AI in the Western version: the grounded samurai shot and the aerial electro shot. The samurai shot is by far the most useful ground super in the game for speedrunning. It's not the only ground super which can pierce through everyone it hits, but it's the only one of those which deals very effective damage and has a relatively low chance of being foiled by enemy AI. Not a single one of the existing characters in any of the 20 regular teams of Super Dodgeball Brawlers has the samurai shot, meaning it can only be utilized via custom characters. Wild, right? The one downside of the samurai shot is that it cannot be steered once it has been thrown, unlike the classic piercing super shot first seen with Sam, also known as Kunio, in Super Dodgeball. This means that sometimes the samurai shot begins flying at its target, only to leave the player helplessly watching as every enemy casually walks out of harm's way. In any case, the samurai shot's piercing quality is great for speedy play, because an auxiliary teammate will often catch it, allowing the player to immediately send the ball back to the field for a smooth, endless cycle of samurai shots. The electro shot is also the best known aerial super, for many reasons. It's extremely strong, it has a lower chance of being foiled than the samurai shot, and, best of all, unlike most supers in the game, the electro shot is a homing shot. It is very rare for enemies to correctly time their evasive jumps so perfectly that they manage to escape the giant homing ball of death, and that's basically the only way they can get away from it aside from catching it. The 2 major downsides of the electro shot is that it moves very slowly through the air and that it does not pierce, which means that it can only damage one enemy, after which point it usually drops onto the enemy's side of the field, giving them possession of the ball and slowing things down. With those pros and cons together, the strategy of my super speedrunning team consists of hurling samurai shots for the main body of each match, working to manipulate enemies into clusters as much as I can, so I can hit as many enemies as possible with each individual shot. When only 1 or 2 enemies remain, I'll switch to using electro shots for a greater chance of confirmed damage to someone. I also may use electro shots at any time if I notice an enemy extremely close to the center line, which means the ball will rebound back to my side if I hit them, giving up the chance for a clustered hit for the benefit of getting the ball back even faster from a single hit. When a single enemy remains and I notice that they don't even require super shot damage for a KO, I'll usually use a normal shot instead, especially if they're laying on the ground or panting. If an enemy has been struck by a super shot, they'll rocket to the stratosphere and/or bounce off the walls and/or roll around for a while. This delays the start of their KO animation once they're out of health, which slows things down. A normal shot skips all of this nonsense and clears them from the field much faster. So, all that said, my auxiliary players just pass the ball back to my main players and look pretty, but sometimes they get the chance to finish the match with an efficient normal shot. Shoutouts to those guys. That's the basic rundown of how I will be strategically employing samurai shots and electro shots to mow down all of my opponents for the first 8 matches of the tournament, as long as I get lucky teams to face and the AI cooperates in the matches themselves. Several highly defensive teams can show up to crash the party with their slow average completion time, like Russia, Egypt, and, most likely of them all, Germany. However, Super Dodgeball Brawlers seems relatively deterministic with its team selection RNG. What I mean by that is, if I were to complete the first couple of matches on a similar pace every time, I'd end up facing all of the same teams in almost the same order from that point onward. Thankfully, Super Dodgeball Brawlers tends to gift the player some of the nicest sequences of teams when they're on the best paces, so getting good luck early on and playing well is rewarded by the game. Imagine that. Once the semi-final has been completed, we reach the final against Team USA. This is also the point in easy mode where a useful item will appear in the shop. That's right, the tournament mode has a shop you can visit to buy buffs in between matches. With the atomic arm now equipped to boost our damage output, we march into the match in every main game category that contains probably the most variance and volatility. Team USA has it all. High defenses, high attack power, and, worst of all, a very, very high chance for all of its players to catch and dodge the players' shots. This makes the tournament final a suitably ultimate gauntlet of luck in terms of going as quickly as possible. But once the unpredictable Team USA has been defeated, the credits will roll in easy mode, and any % easy is complete. But if we've played our cards right, in hard mode, the run doesn't end here. If the player completes the tournament final without a single one of their characters having been KO'd in any of the matches, they will be rewarded with the chance to play the first of 2 post-tourney special matches. This is actually the most prominent difference between all of the difficulty modes. Easy mode's ultimate ending point is Team USA, normal mode's ultimate ending point is the first special match, and hard mode's ultimate ending point is the second special match, which is the final possible match in the game. The 3 difficulty modes do all have differences in the enemy AI and stats, but the stat changes are mostly negligible from a defensive standpoint and usually avoidable from a power standpoint. However, this point is still very relevant in the case of my exact custom team, because of how I built them for this speedrun. To make all of my characters optimal for completing the game as fast as possible, I maxed out all of their offenses so they could KO everyone faster. This normally leaves a few stat points available to boost my defenses for safety, but normal mode and hard mode runs throw a wrench into this. The first of the 2 bonus teams is to blame, because that team is the Shadow Clone team. And the Shadow Clone team is based on the players, right down to the stats. Which means, you guessed it, if I set my own custom team's defense and HP down to dangerously low values, I can defeat the Shadow Clone team exorbitantly faster in Special Match 1. This is a little detail that I can use to create tension and excitement in the crowd throughout the entirety of a hard mode run. In actuality, I can guarantee the ability to show off the entire game with the game's inclusion of 3 save slots, meaning I can have safety saves for each of the special matches. That said, I should still be able to showcase a legitimate 100% run most of the time, despite my team's intentionally horrifying defenses. In hard mode, the enemy AI is designed to prioritize the use of super shots with their main players. This means that the hard mode AI is actually way easier to predict and react to than the easy mode AI, because in easy mode, our opponents can decide to do just about anything at any time, sometimes unreactably.
Wow.
So even in hard mode, as long as I'm playing well, cutting off my enemy's options, and remaining with some semblance of control, I should often make it look like there's no danger at all throughout every match except one. That match being the final against Team USA. The reason is singular, their Nekketsu burst ability. In Super Dodgeball Brawlers, every team is given a special power which grants them temporary beneficial effects when triggered during the match. The player can choose a Nekketsu burst for themselves, and the most useful one is also the one which Team USA employs, the burst named Ultimate. When this power is activated, if any shot at all hits its target, it essentially guarantees a one-hit KO. As you might imagine, this can ruin deathless runs in a matter of seconds or less. But even the ultimate Nekketsu burst can be countered simply through vigilance. Sometimes enemies use it unreactively or during animation cooldowns, and there's nothing to be done. But if the player carefully watches Team USA's burst meter filling, they can be ready for the moment of activation, especially once the player gains a handle on when the AI likes to pull the trigger. In many cases, this happens when the player is still in possession of the ball, meaning they can harmlessly run out the clock on the enemy's burst meter, then resume winning the match. But again, if the 100% hard category has been accepted for the event, and disaster strikes at any point during the run, I'll have safety saves ready so that unfortunate player KOs won't crash the party in any way that matters. All that said, once Team USA has been defeated on hard mode, it's on to the first special match against the Shadow Clones. And honestly, in contrast to the epic final showdown of the NES title, this battle should be over before it starts thanks to our strategically self-sabotaged stats. The true epic finale of 100% Hard is Special Match 2 versus the Dodge Masters. Not only is this an intimidating and strong team, their leader is by far the most extreme and unfair character in the entire game. King DB, or as I assume, King Dodgeball's stats completely break the rules. Almost every single possible attack in the game will only ever deal him 1 point of damage per hit, and his HP is absolutely through the roof. As you might expect, that makes this the longest match in the game. You might also expect that this is a Sisyphean, monotonous 10-minute slog as a result, but beautifully, that is not at all the case, because there's one critical feature of Super Dodgeball Brawlers that I haven't brought up yet. One of the traits of the DS title that makes it stand out from other Super Dodgeball games is the ability for characters to punch and kick with the X and Y buttons. Punches are quick jabs that freeze enemies in place for just a moment, while kicks completely knock enemies down. This is meant usually just as a bit of flavor, because both punches and kicks can only ever deal 1 damage no matter what. However, they are often crucial for speedrunning at all times, because well-timed kicks often make the difference between the player picking up a ball close to the center line or an enemy picking it up. In fact, every single match starts with me kicking the opponent away so that I can gain first possession of the ball. Good use of kicks throughout runs can add up to save huge chunks of time. But against the wild card behemoth that is King Dodgeball, it is not kicks which completely solve his stat puzzle. It is punches. In the battle against the Dodge Masters, if King Dodgeball's 3 field teammates grab a hold of the ball, they will very often pass it straight to their leader. He will then always rush to the player's side to unleash one of his 2 super shots. In both cases, the player has a chance to place the ball at the center line and use it as bait for King Dodgeball to stay focused on it at the line. Otherwise, he will lose interest, cede possession to the player, and walk out of reach. But for as long as he stays within reach, the player can then absolutely wail on King Dodgeball with flurries of quick jabs, melting his gigantic health bar in a tiny fraction of the time it would take to complete this match normally. Kicks would be faster than dodgeball shots, and they're safer as well, providing way easier timings to manage. But in terms of time potential, they cannot come close to well-executed strings of punch sequences. This involves way trickier turnarounds and far more opportunities for King Dodgeball to suddenly insta-throw at terrible times, but it no longer matters if any of our teammates are KO'd. This is the last possible match, so all gloves are off, no punches are pulled, and anything goes. This zany strategy makes the final climactic battle of 100% Hard the most technical and unique, though this strategy also works wonderfully against the leader of India early in the game. If everything goes to plan in this frantic final clash, King Dodgeball and all of his teammates will succumb to the true Dodge Masters, and 100% Hard will be complete. Super Dodgeball Brawlers fits right into the Kunio franchise as a characteristically bright, quirky, humorous, and crisp gaming affair. It's slightly slower paced than many other entries in the Super Dodgeball series, but packs plenty of a punch, literally, and brims with its own special characteristics and colorful charm. Its speedruns are surprisingly varied and deep for a seemingly repetitive game loop, and 100% Hard especially builds to a wild climactic ending. The game is very marathon-friendly, with donations being welcome at basically any time, and safety saves ensuring that a 100% hard mode run can showcase the entire game. It's a hot-blooded, spirited little adventure, and maybe it has a chance to add something to your event. Thank you so much for considering Super Dodgeball Brawlers. Good luck with the event! If you have any questions, feel free to contact me at my included contact mediums. I will now provide example runs of both the any % easy category and the 100% hard category. Enjoy!
Can they catch? Yes, they can. Wow. What a play. Easy mode is actually harder than hard mode, man, because they can do crap like that. Ha! You just have to respect it sometimes. What's up, Brian Williams? It's excellent to see you. That was a god tier play there. Easy. Nice duck, and somehow I didn't get a double out of it. That's interesting. At least we got Vicky. And a double there. Ow, my pretty blue-eyed blonde-haired face. How dare you do that to me? I'm going to get a double on you, and then I'm going to take you out with a little boop. Boop. See, I told you. Alright. What do we get now? Taiwan, okay. Do they cooperate this time, or do they troll us to heaven and hell and back again? Okay, a double to start. Oh, they were lined up for a triple! And I missed my turnaround there, so I got a slow hit in the back of the head. Whatever, maybe that'll line them up here? Not really. We got the ball back quickly. There we go, okay. Now, here, I don't think Chung Kai is one hit away, so I'm just gonna pass him the ball and hit him a couple times. Punch, kick, that should be enough, right? No way. Okay, Yell's got the ball, so we can take him out quickly here. No, Ice! That wasn't for you! Okay, that didn't lose that much time, actually. That didn't lose nearly as much time as it could have compared to me leaving a guy with 1 HP left. But it was super silly. It looked kind of bad, and it felt kind of bad. But now we've got Kenya in round 3, so maybe we can turn things around. Kenya be good, Kenya. Oh, baby, we get a triple out of that. Thank you for that. Thank you for Kenya. And now I should get the ball back here, and so I can finish him off really quickly. We still almost got a sub 2 at the end of round 3. After all that nonsense to end off the Taiwan round. Oh, goodness gracious. So this is a bit of a weird start, but it's a fast start. Not as fast as the start that we had a little while ago, by about 15 or 20 seconds, but still, I'll definitely accept this, and we get the France round 4 sequence. Okay, so We can get faster sequences than this. But if France cooperates, we can really get off on a heater here. Nice. Oh, but the ball angled upward. At least it did hit 2 people, at least. At least. Give me a triple. Oh, baby. Now that's a good start to rounds 4 through 6. Win! Okay. The boys are feeling good. I'm feeling good. Now we get Holland, right? Yep. So not as good as the France-China-Mexico sequence, but still, if Holland cooperates, we can still make some magic with this. Line up, please. Nice triple. Okay. We're seeing lots of triples in this run. Maybe this is the one. Okay. Just 2 guys left. Come on, hit Artus. Oh, man, and they freaking caught it. Let's get them both out of here. I'm playing it safe with electro shots here, and now if I kick Artus again, he should have low enough HP. I'm gonna play it safe here. After what happened earlier, I'm not gonna let 1 HP happen again. They activated Super Catch Dodge, but it was too late. We're past Holland. That was not too bad. Gotta say, kind of BS how there's no South Korea team in this dodgeball game. I know, right? That would be so awesome. I guess maybe they just wanted to have 20 teams. But yeah, it would be awesome to have a South Korean team, because it would work great for this stage, even though it's kind of like the generic Asian stage, and maybe that's not great. But we got a double to start here, so we got a decent start here, and then he trolls us there. Lao Chen does catch a decent amount. And he trolled us even harder! Oh, come on, we just lost 2 cycles there. Give me a double. Okay, at least Yell's caught it. So this is not great, but I'm gonna try to pierce him and get the ball right back. I could probably just throw this right into him without a special, but I'm playing it safe because I'm leery about not dealing enough damage after what happened in round 2. So I'm just playing it super safe with a special to make sure I get all of his HP down. Now we've got a resolute sub 5. I think it might have actually been a sub 430 at the end of round 6 on the kill, so we're looking pretty good here. We're about 35 seconds ahead of world record, heading into Germany. Germany went well in world record. We need another good one, and we got a triple to start off. Very nice. We are on sub 5 pace, but we need a really, really good last 3 rounds here. Okay, Schmidt is already almost done. Oh, but he caught. Oh, come on. And now we've got this happening. That somehow went over my head. Come on, get out of here. Give me the ball back, please. Oh my goodness, I missed. I thought I was going to get the accidental dash, and I didn't, and so I played it super safe. And that was a little bit awkward, but there's been some awkwardness in this run, and we're still doing fine. Let's not worry about it. Let's just keep on throwing the dodgeball. Okay, now they've got Super Catch Dodge activated, so if they can line up for a double here, that'd be nice. Oh, but they got the ball away from me. So at this point, I might as well just keep on doing this, maybe. Please stop passing the ball. Okay, I got the timing that time. Give me a double. Thank you. And now Bauer's 1 hit away. Nice. Not a bad Germany. Unfortunately, we're going to get Italy next instead of Brazil, so I'm probably going to lose time on this round compared to the world record, because Italy never usually has the same time potential that Brazil does. They technically do, but look at what's going to happen here. Catch right out the gate. I probably should have moved Pretty Face Guy to the back by passing right off the bat, but now please give me a grouping. It was going to be a nice grouping, but Giuliano, the Pretty Face Guys always have to cause a ruckus and cost a lot of time by catching. It's the battle of the Pretty Face Guys here, and I'd really like to get Giuliano off the stage if he's going to keep ruining me with catches over and over and over again. Alright, there he goes. I'm not getting any chances to get piercing samurai shots here to get groupings and hit multiple people at the same time because the ball keeps ending up on their side. Just like that. Okay, at least he didn't get me there. And now Lorenzo is all by himself here. So we're gonna have to do 2 cycles to end off here. Oh, nice. That's more like a cycle and a half because Yells gets the ball and so we get it back early. That saves a decent amount of time. So we get a sub 7 kill after the semifinal. Still could have been a lot faster if we had fought Brazil, and it still could have been a faster Italy fight. Oh, look, a 2-headed boy. But yeah, if we had been able to get the ball back, on our side. We could have gone for more samurai shots and gone for more groupings, but we have a shot here. We're still about 10-15 seconds ahead of world record, heading into the finals. Probably not sub 8 pace, but let's see if we can get a good Team USA fight. We got a double to start off. These guys can just catch and dodge forever, but again, they treated us well, and oh baby, we got a triple. And 2 guys are already almost out. Oh my goodness, 2 triples in a row. What is happening here? It's probably gonna go south at any moment, but we got another double. Ash still needs some hits on him. And so, oh my, don't catch Ash. We actually have a shot at sub 8 right now. He jumped. It happened. It happened way faster than I thought it would. That is a sub 8 in Super Dodgeball Brawlers easy mode. You absolutely can get to the credits in less than 8 minutes in this game. Heck yes. So, there were 2 blemishes-ish in this run. The first was the end of the Taiwan fight in round 2. That was some nonsense, but it was kind of funny. And then Italy was not great, but wow. That Team USA fight was definitely the fastest I've ever done it. I did not know it could possibly go that fast. They did not catch or dodge a single time. Every single throw resulted in damage, and we got at least 3 triples. Everything converted. And that gave us the sub 8. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. Incredible. And the boys are stoked about it, and so am I. I can't believe that it happened like that. I didn't even have time to get nervous because the Team USA fight went way too fast. And yeah, a lot more time can be saved, obviously, if Italy goes better. If we can manage to get a fast cycle through round 6, that can give us Brazil and Italy, and then those 2 rounds both go really well, we might be potential, and you get a really good beginning, we might be looking at sub 7 being possible, but it's going to be unbelievably difficult to get the game to cooperate that much, and you need to execute perfectly. But for now, sub 8. Saving more than a minute from the previous world record, as it sat the day before today. Not bad. Not bad. I feel pretty good about it. You go, Bo. Thank you again to everybody who worked on this game. I can't say it enough. This game just delights me. I can't put it down. I want to play it over and over and over and over again. It's just... I love it just as much as I did when I first played it in 2008, all the time. And it's going to be sad whenever the world records get to be so good that it feels impossible to get new PBs. Because it's been such a blast these last 2 weeks to keep pushing this game down lower and lower in all the categories. And it's nice to get this time in one of the main categories. Nice flips, yells. Hope you all enjoyed that run. I had an amazing time. So maybe that's a bad omen. That's great. So we both have moms that we have that connection with about, like, special things happening on the clock. Get away from me. Get away from me. Be hit by dodgeball. Right now. Yes. And now be hit by dodgeball again. Boom. And now turn into angel and fly away. Thank you. Oh, we got a creature forming. Thank you for Kenya. Thank you for Kenya. Now, can you be good, Kenya? Nice, that's a good start. Always good to get that first hit on Nyomo early. Or is it Njomo? I need to research how to pronounce things correctly in African languages. Even though there are literally thousands of African languages. Alright, pretty good, Kenya. Saudi Arabia in round 3. Okay. Don't know how to feel about that. We'll see if they cooperate. They can. They can go really quickly. But that's pretty rare. Okay. That's a nice start. I got an accidental downward motion off of the ball. And we got another triple. Oh, baby. That's a little trolly. Okay, so let's play it safe here. And he caught. Okay. It was such a good start, and then all that nonsense happened. But at least it should still just be one more round at least. Alright, Saudi Arabia hadn't been cooperating for me lately, but that was pretty good. So we got a decent Kenya and a decent Saudi Arabia, and so we should maybe be in line with seeing France in round 4? Maybe? China in round 4. Okay, that's at least a good team to see. I don't know exactly what the sequence is going to be in rounds 4 through 6. But... oh, dang it, and he trolled us by catching right at the very beginning. They were lined up for a quad hit. But instead, we got absolutely nothing, and we'll like it. Except I didn't like it, so maybe there's something wrong with me. But we got 2 doubles in a row, so... there's nothing wrong with the rest of this round so far. I'm gonna play it safe now, because they were really separated. Okay. And a good ending. Once again, using the normal strike there to get them to turn into an angel faster, instead of using the super and making them roll around a bunch. Now we get Mexico. Okay, very nice. If we can see... this might give us France in round 6. I think maybe I have seen this sequence before. I'm gonna pass because that's faster than walking back. Oh, dang it, we got the downward throw again because we were just barely too close. They were lined up for better than that. Don't catch, please. Darn you. We're getting a lot of catches in this run, but at least they're not super slow catches, like when they're really far away from the line. Nice triple. Oh, baby. Now we should just be one hit away. Please don't catch. Thank you. Nice. Now we're on great pace to get another sub-5 round 6. You're out! Oh, what a nice grouping there. We're such a team. Now I'm thinking at this point, maybe the next sub-6 round 6 I get... it is France. Maybe the next sub-6 round 6 I get... we'll see where it goes, but maybe I'll just leave the... ow! The back of my pretty foot. Maybe I'll just leave the category to rest for a while after this, because it's starting to wear me down. It seems unbelievably difficult to get a pace even remotely close to what I got in the 12:48 world record. It just seems so unreasonable. Like it was unreasonable to get a triple there, even though it looked like I was going to. At least we got somebody. Okay, and now that guy was super close, and so I'm gonna miss picking up the ball, even though it was a perfect layup. That gave him time to run in, though. It was RNG manipulation, that's all it was. I got a couple of really quick shots off because of that. And now they've activated Super Catch Dodge, and so that's a guaranteed final hit, basically, because it makes them dodge being able to catch. And we've got that sub-5. Very nice. It's not the fastest pace I've ever had, but it's what I'm looking for. So we can at least take this into round 7 and get Germany once again. even though this was a sequence that I'm not used to seeing in rounds 4 through 6, all roads lead to freaking Germany. And so they're going to take ages to take out with their high health and defense, but that's just what you expect to see at this point, so hopefully we get lots of good groupings. Nice kick there, Schmidt. Please don't catch, darn it. Okay, hopefully this will be a guaranteed hit. Okay, it got somebody at least. Schmidt is already almost down. Don't catch, darn it. Okay, at least we've gotten some good groupings so far. Let's set those up again with the samurai shot. Nice. Oh baby. We haven't gotten any quads in this run, but the triples are all over the place. Another one! Yes, they've got super catch dodge activated again, and so that causes them to catch much less even with the grounded supers. And even though they were staring at the aerial super that entire time, which means they're going to catch usually, they're in that glitch state, which means they're not going to catch. Okay, I'm going to kick him a couple more times, or maybe just one more time, so that we ensure that he has a low enough health that one more aerial super is going to take him out. That's a really good Germany fight. Win! So we're probably going to see Italy next, and so we're probably going to have a slow fight. Ooh, Brazil! Okay, that's interesting. So these guys also catch a heck of a lot, and if they activate their high dash jump, they're probably gonna kill me. But if that happens, you see how low their defense is, and they have less health than Italy and Germany, so they can also go a lot faster. So please don't catch all over the place. Please don't catch until the cows come home, and the cows might never come home. All right, let's get some more samurai shots. And he caught again. Oh man, so much potential here. Nice triple! It's just Gonzalez left, and he has quite a bit of health left, but it's only 2 hits because of the low defense. The 2 official languages of Kenya are Swahili and English. Okay, that's really awesome. Thank you for looking that up. Oh man. Oh, see? They get so difficult to wrangle on this stage whenever they activate their high dash jump. And so I took a bit of a noob hit there, but Ice can have the ball because they are done for. And this is a really, really good pace heading into Team USA in the final. So let's buy that atomic arm, give ourselves 8 more ball power. And this is where the luck even takes a higher turn, because these guys can just never let you deal them damage. They can just catch and dodge forever. Let's see what happens now. We got a really good Team USA fight in the 1248, so we're up against it here. I could have sworn he was going to catch both of those, but we'll take it. Raphael has taken a lot of damage. Oh, baby, a triple. Okay, now we've dealt some damage to everybody else. This is going obscenely well so far. Okay, at least we got somebody. And we got the ball back for the samurai shot. Oh my goodness, they're not putting up a fight. Just like last time. And Ash is down. Holy cow, all the triples. And now we gotta watch out for the ultimate. Okay. Give me 2 more shots and just take them. Don't catch, please. Come on, go down. That was 17 seconds faster than the easy mode world record in the finals. I'm just going straight through. I'm not even going to worry about giving these guys the super catch dodge ability because we want these guys to go down way before that. Please cooperate. Please don't ever catch anything or... What is your problem? And I missed picking up the ball. Okay, a little bit of spaghetti there. Okay, we got it back. Please give me a quad hit. A triple. Don't catch, please. Your catch and dodge stats are supposed to be so low, and the game squirted me back to the middle of the stage out of nowhere there, but we got him. Okay, that was a little bit awkward, but this is even better than the pace that we had in the 1248. Significantly better. I never thought I'd see a pace like the one before again. This is 20 seconds plus faster. Oh my goodness. I've got to be ready for Heartbreak again, but I don't know what's going to happen if I can't close this one out. It's going to hurt a lot. That's all I'll know. I'll be fine if I can't close it out, but let's just try and close it out. Let's not worry about it. Let's just focus. Let's just see what happens with our samurai shots to start. They are not catching right now. If we can just focus all our efforts on King Dodgeball at the end, that would be amazing. So far, they're taking a lot of hits. Everybody but him is taking a hit. That's what I want. Are they together for one last samurai shot? That's the fastest that everybody else, except for King Dodgeball, has ever been taken out. Let's throw it to him, let him get up to the line, and here we go. It's time to smack this guy in the face. Okay, that was weird. Okay, the ball is right where I want it to be. Just try and line up. Ow. And now just, oh, it's not going to be deathless. That's a shame, but it's okay. I give him one little punch just to get some revenge for Dylan. And now let's get him back to the line. Let's focus. Don't worry about it. Just keep him here. Don't move away, please. Dang it. Okay, just throw it back. Catch it. Thank you. Kick him. Come over here. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Gotta go for the triples. Gotta go for the time save. Let's get him out of the ultimate mode. We missed the kick. Okay. This is a pretty good start. Just focus. Don't think about that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There he goes. Okay, catch it, please. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I didn't turn around, and that's some damage. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Go for the threes. Come on. Don't be scared. Oh, I missed my turnaround again. Ow. Okay, at least he stayed here. He's so close to... It switched my controls back to the guy in the back without my consent, and he didn't catch it that time. Oh my gosh, he's so close. Come over here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And don't catch. Don't catch. That's the greatest run I've ever done of this game. And contextually, one of the greatest speedruns I've ever done. That is the second time anyone has ever completed this category in less than 13 minutes. And we crushed sub 12. That's with people catching several times in a lot of the rounds. We got trolled pretty much all over the place, but we didn't get trolled in ways that cost a ton of time. They usually caught close to the line so I could get the ball back really quickly. And so they weren't big blemishes. We got pretty good luck with all the teams heading up to round 6. We got China in round 4. They went pretty well. We got, goodness gracious. We got Mexico in round 5. They went fine. And we got France in round 6, right? I'm forgetting right now. I'm going to ruin this with me forgetting. It's so emotionally ridiculous to have to do what you have to do against the Dodge Masters that you forget about everything you've done up to that point. Everything before that is just a blur because you have to focus so hard. And you might not even get the luck to be able to keep King Dodgeball at the sideline to whittle him down with punches with all of that 1 damage that he would be taking anyway with the dodgeball. And he didn't stay perfectly at the line, but I did everything I needed to do. I got all those punches in. And the game didn't do terribly with switching my controls back to the back people like it does randomly on its own without your consent. It only happened once. I will tell you, I was rolling on the floor after I got this run because I would have been really happy with like a sub 1230. With just getting a pace like kind of close to the 1248 again and not losing 40 seconds. Just tapping it in a little bit better, I would have been happy. But this time, I blew it out of the entire ocean. I never expected a time this good. To beat the easy mode world record going into the USA, like taking out the last guy in the USA final. I knew it was possible, but I never thought it would happen. And we closed it out big time. That is a relief. I hope you all enjoyed that run. I was a wreck, but I had an amazing time as well.
Yes! That's it! That's the run! That's the one, baby! That's my best run ever in this game, dude. Yes! Yes! Sub freaking 12! That's the second ever sub 13! That was the run. Oh my goodness, and it was an unusual sequence in the middle part. I don't usually face Saudi Arabia in round 3 and then actually have it work out. Usually I get India on round 6 whenever I see Saudi Arabia round 3. I can't believe it. It's of course a shame again that I lost to Dylan so that it wasn't deathless. But what do I really have to complain about at all? I was so close to saying the 1248 was just good as well, that I was just done with it. Well, I think I might be done with it now. Good luck to anybody who wants to try to beat this. I'm not going to say the category's dead, because we all know that speedrunning is a truly dynamic and incredible thing, and this is only current strategies, and even with this strategy, somebody could freaking beat me. You never know. You never know. But I really thought... I can't believe the Dodge Masters fight went as well as it did. I cannot believe it. That was the run. Super Dodgeball Brawlers. 100% every single team defeated in the hardest difficulty mode. In 11 minutes and 43 seconds. That's the one, dude. Yes. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Let's go.